What's up, creators? I've had so many people ask me lately, how can I sell a light version and a dark version of the same design on a print-on-demand product? So in this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to use MyDesigns to do this exact process. Let's dive in. I'm now over on MyDesigns and I'm logged into our demo account. If you don't have one, you can create an account, and the first thing you need to do is connect your shop by going to Settings, Stores, and then you can easily connect a shop by clicking Etsy, Shopify, or WooCommerce. Once that's done, head over to the Listings tab, and you'll see that I am in a collection called Light and Dark Files Example. If you don't know how to create a collection, it's very simple. All you have to do is click this Home button, and then you can add a folder, name it whatever you would like, and then click Add Folder, and then you can open it down here. I'm already in one, as I stated. So from here, I'm going to just upload a file that we're going to use as an example. So I'm going to click Upload, Upload Files, and then I'm going to drag and drop my design from this other monitor over here. And I do have two versions of this design, a light and dark version, but I'm also going to show you how you can easily just convert a white text file like this to a black text file as well. So we're just going to start with one. Click Upload All and Upload Designs. Now that that's done, I'm simply going to select the listing. I'm going to navigate to this panel of tools here, and I'm going to go to Image. I'm going to select Image, and I'm going to go to a color overlay. So I'm simply just going to change this main file, and I'm going to put it in mockup 1, which this can be named anything, so it's not going to be a mockup in this situation, and I'll show you how to change those names just so we don't get confused. And I'm going to leave it as black, so I'm going to just change this. If you want, you can generate a preview, but I'm going to simply click Apply Color Overlay, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's actually already done, so we'll just go ahead and click that. That's how easy it is. So now we have two different files to work with, one light one and one dark one, and we do want them on the same listing. So this is perfect. Now I'm going to change the template really quick just so we don't get confused. So I'm going to click Template here, and I'm going to simply add a new file slot, and I'm going to name this dark file and hit plus, and then I'm going to change this main file to say light file. And I'm going to click Update Slot. Now I'm going to just drag this one down. So now we have our light file, dark file slot, and then also our mockup slots. I'm going to click Save Changes now, and then I'm going to just leave it as is and click Update Template. Now you can see it moved our file over because this one was saved in mockup 1, but now it says light file and dark file. I'm simply just going to drag and drop this one into that file slot, and we're ready to go. At this point, I'm going to go to the top right corner. I'm going to click Publish. And then I'm going to go under Etsy and click Print on Demand. Now for this example, I'm going to be using the very popular unisex t-shirt, the Bella 3001. So I'm going to type that here, select it, and then we'll just select MyDesigns as the print partner. If you use Printify, you can also do that. You will also have to connect that account though, but there's all of Printify's options here. I'm going to go back, select MyDesigns. And then this is important right here. This is where we will add our additional product. So as you can see, we have the Bella 3001 here. We're simply just going to add this one more time. So we're going to click Add Product. I'm going to search for that Bella 3001 again, click it. And this part's important as well. We need to make sure we're using the same print partner because we don't want two separate shirts being shipped from different companies, as you'll get charged shipping twice. So we're going to select MyDesigns here again on that one. And now you can see we have our two products. But now on the second one, we're simply going to change the print file. So we're just going to click this drop down. We're going to select the dark file. And that's how easy it is to do that part. Now we'll move to the next step where we just select some mockups and the colors. So on this light version, it's going to look good on dark colors. So we're going to go black, navy, forest green, and then maybe we'll just do a maroon. And I won't get too crazy. You can obviously add more colors if you would like. And then we're going to add a few mockups for this particular light version. So I'm going to click Add Mockup, and we'll just select a size chart. Add mockup again, and then we'll just go through and select a few of these first options. We want to also include a male model, and then we're going to delete this flat lay mockup. Now I'm just going to go through and select these colors in order. For the size chart, we'll probably just use black. And then we can add one more mockup so that we showcase that other color as well. So we'll add one more female model and select maroon. So now you can see we have a few mockups ready to go, as well as a size chart showcasing this light version. Now we'll just swap over to the next product again, and this time we're working with the dark version. So I'm going to deselect black, and I'm going to select white, and then we'll do something like natural, cream, and then maybe we'll do something like turquoise. Once again, I'm not going to be too picky. You can do what you would like here. I'm simply just showing you how to do it. And then I'm going to add a few mockups as well for this version. So I'm going to just select a few of these same mockups that we already had. And then once again, I'm going to include another male model. Maybe we'll do 2 male models on this next one. And then I'm going to just select a few colors again. So we'll go down the line: white, natural, cream, turquoise, and then we'll do white again. So now you can see we do have all of our mockups available right here. If you would like to generate a video mockup, you can simply select this auto generate video mockup. What this will do is create a transition slideshow that showcases all of your mockups. So if a customer on Etsy was shopping and they hovered over your listing, it would start filtering through all of your mockups so that they could easily see what is offered. So at this point, we're ready to move to the next step. I'm just going to click populate data. And now I'm going to use our feature called Vision AI. So this is trained on best-selling Etsy data. Simply just analyzes our file, and then it gives us data based off of that. As you can see, we can select our product type here. I'm just going to select, it's already under a t-shirt, so we're just going to select that. And then we're only generating this for one listing. The platform is Etsy, and we're going to use the recommended model. If you would like, you can add custom instructions. I'm not going to do that, as I think it does a good enough job on these. But sometimes when you're working with multiple listings at once, it's a good idea to give it more instructions to go off of. But all we have to do from here is just click Generate Data, and yes, run Vision AI. That usually takes about 5 seconds, and I'll show you what that data looks like. All right, and that is complete. And as you can see, just looking over the title: Scenic Route T-shirt, Mountain Adventure Tee, Hiker Lover Gift, Outdoorsy Apparel, Travel T-shirt, Wanderlust, Nature T-shirt. So there's quite a few good keywords in there. I always tell people this will get you about 85 to 90% of the way there, but I do recommend you go through this data, update it, maybe switch out a few keywords that you think would work better for your listing. But since I'm showing you how to do this, we're going to move on to the next step, which is choose prices. Now, I'm not going to worry too much, again, about a pricing strategy here, but I do want to point out one thing that is important when you're doing the same product with 2 different files, so a light version and a dark version. We need to go at the top here to edit options. Now, you'll see the size prefix here says t-shirts. I'm going to just change this to say unisex t-shirt, like that, and then put a space afterwards. So you can see the example here. If you don't put the space, that's small, medium, large is what it's showing there. So I'm going to add a space. And then I'm going to switch over to, I'm going to actually copy this, and then I'm going to switch over to the other one that has our dark version. And then I'm just going to paste this in here too. So now all of our listings, or excuse me, the drop down on our Etsy listing is just going to show unisex t-shirt. And these are also mapped to those mockups as well. So what that means is, let's say someone selected the medium cream version, it's going to show them the cream mockup. And I'll show you what this looks like once we get it live. But that is how you can update the options here for what they look like on your Etsy store. And then we're just going to move to the next step, which is preview publish info. Actually, real quick, let's go back to this pricing, where you can click back here. If you want to change the price, it's really easy to do that as well. So let's say we wanted to run a 50% off discount. We could easily just go $29.99 and click apply to all. And now you can see it updated our profit, but assume that that would be cut in half if you were running a 50% off discount. You know, in my opinion, $30 is obviously too high for a t-shirt. But that is how you can easily update the price. If you wanted to do it for specific sizes or based off of a percentage increase, you can always do that as well. You can do it by colors too. But we're going to move on to the next step. This basically just gives us one last preview of what our listing looks like. So it shows we're offering 2 products, shows us our print file on those, and then You can adjust some settings here as well. It'll show you the colors that you're offering. If you're doing a personalized product, you can select that here. But all of this is automatically mapped out. So I simply just have to click publish, and that should take about 30 seconds, and we need to wait for this job to complete. But I will jump over to our Etsy shop now and show you what this listing looks like there. All right, now I'm over on our Etsy shop, which is just a test shop that we use for showing or for making videos like this. I'm on the dashboard, so we're going to navigate to listings here. And then everything that's published through MyDesigns will go to your draft folder, as you do have to pay that 20-cent listing fee to publish it live. So I'm going to just simply go to draft. We're going to select this listing, click publish, and then publish. And now I'm going to jump over to our actual shop and show you what the listing looks like there. All right, so now you can see here is the listing that we have. And I do want to point one thing out. It's showing that it's $12.73. The reason being is because we only updated pricing for one version. So the light version and dark version are going to have different prices, which you wouldn't ideally want to do. But I was just showing you how to update that price. But I wanted to show you now, this is what the drop down looks like. So there's not a lot of options. It's not a lot of confusion. It's just unisex t-shirt across the board. If they select it, they just simply have the option of selecting the colors. But let's say we go to navy, it updates to the navy mockup. If we go down to white, updates to the white mockup, and then it shows the correct print file as well. So I hope everything in this video made sense. If you guys have any questions, please drop them below, and we will catch you guys on the next video.